on, my crew? This is Jay. Welcome to another episode of Jay's Adventures. As you guys can see, been working a lot. We have a lot of stone now. Not as much as you might think. I don't think I've put it anywhere else in here. No, except for like right here. I unloaded a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I got some stuff hollowed out. And obviously not done because I'll talk to you guys about it in a second. But as you guys can see, actually quite a lot has been taken out. And really wanted to focus today on sort of figuring out what I want to do with it with you guys on camera. And what we're going to start off with, I just totally forgot. This'll do. Alright, so let's I'm gonna head over this way. I want to get some stairs, and I want to place stairs down first thing. Wanted to get right into some discussion today with you guys. Kind of talk about some things that have been going on in my mind. Now, I'm not sure if I said this, but at work we're allowed to have headphones in and listen to whatever we want while we're working. So I've been listening to War and Peace. War and Peace is a pretty interesting book, and basically the way the book was written is it's about a Russian war with Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte, for those of you guys that don't know, was a huge, big guy in France. He was one of the biggest leaders, and I haven't done like extensive research on it, so I don't know any cool facts or anything like that. Much better. I don't know any cool facts about him or anything like that. I just know that he was a pretty big leader in France. Well, anyways, this book is about Russians, Germans, and Austrians fighting against Napoleon Bonaparte. Now, I don't know if this is a true story. Like I said, I didn't do any research, but it has really inspired me quite a bit. And what I'd like to do is I would like to start sort of a project. And I've always been more for medieval fantasy rather than, I guess, it wouldn't be modern. Industrial? Kind of? Not really. Whatever the genre would be instead of that. And one thing that I want to do is I would really like to, some of you guys are going to get excited about this, I'd really like to possibly get a castle build started. Now, as some of you guys probably know, I really like to tell stories when I'm doing this. So one of the things that I want to make sure I do is, of course, tell a story while I am in the middle of building the projects and stuff. And the other thing is, we all know, well, some of you guys that have been with me for a while, when I get into big projects, I tend to lose focus. So what I want to do is I want to sort of work on these things on the side when I have inspiration, and continue to play the game as the game is. Because I think a lot of times one of the things that we do is we really struggle with building things. At least this is the case for me, because we want to, I don't know, appease something in ourselves. This leads to nowhere. I don't know why I came this way. Let's eat. I want to go to bed, and then I want to venture outdoors for a tiny bit. Oh yeah, right around here. Try to appease something in our brain, the creativity side, and what ends up happening is we don't build something that magnificent, and we sort of lose track. We have all these things that we want to do, but again, totally forget where I'm going. Those sheep are going to be really annoying. There we go. We all have all these ideas and thoughts in our mind of things we want to do, but we can't ever get them out, or we just procrastinate. And whenever you have inspiration, it's important to act upon it immediately, as immediate as you can, and don't let it pass you by, because from my experience anyway, is one of the things that I feel like we do so often, is we as humans, I mean, is we really, really don't take advantage of times when we are inspired, and then when we're not inspired to do something, is when we most want to do it. Ironically, though, at least to me, it's ironically, I want to get down. Shoot, which I covered up. That's why I can't find it. I keep going to these old routes. Ooh, I got an email. So ironically, when we get into these modes, I feel like we procrastinate more. Maybe it's this way? Yes. Possibly. Yes, it is. Okay, good. We procrastinate more, and that's obviously problematic. Get away from me, you stupid spider. So, like, have you guys ever had a point when you're doing your homework where you're, or in life, where you're like, man, I really want to do well in school, and I'm going to do my homework, all this stuff. And you get really inspired, and you continue that inspiration. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wish you could, like, hide. We're gonna take him out. Yep, you're dead. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. You, like, get inspired almost. You're like, okay, well, I want to do really well in school this year. Alright, so what I'm looking at here, just to digress for a second. I'm looking at this. I want this to be not so square. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up probably from here extending out a little piece like this and have it curve around a bit. And that window, instead of, well, yeah, it can still curve. And what we'll do is we'll have an overhang. And this part we're going to have clay on the side here, so that can kind of stand out. But we'll have, like we do up here, sort of an overhang around it so that it looks a little more natural and sunken in rather than just kind of thrown together. Sort of the idea there. And then one thing that I thought about doing is having stairs up to here and having this be the entrance. That way we can almost avoid a huge high ceiling. And then this bottom part right here can be the arboretum, the whole thing, once I dig it out. So I thought that would be a cool, neat idea. But we'll see. But anyways, yeah, I really feel like, and we're gonna go to the zombie farm for a second. I want to see what sort of items and stuff I have over there to possibly transfer. Whenever you're inspired to do homework or do really well in school, you really get it good. And then I think what kills it, at least it did for me, is you want to do something else. You get uninspired because of overload or whatever, and you end up going and doing something else, and you have a burning desire to do that other thing. And what you need is you need to rekindle your inspiration, which usually happens after like a quarter or whatever. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, well, how would you rekindle inspiration? Because when you're doing Minecraft, you don't have a transition period. The only time you ever have a transition, so to speak, is when they do updates, which doesn't happen very often, especially nowadays. Do I want anything from here? I don't see anything I need. No. shoot. I was kind of hoping there was like diamonds or something that I didn't know about that existed over here. Well, that stinks. Let's go ahead, and I would like to grab, where is it? Efficiency, sharpness, protection. Okay, so there's not really much here. Alright. Let's head back then. So how do you rekindle your inspiration? I don't really think there's any answer. I know when people get writer's block, which has no transition period, people get writer's block, and that is like the worst. Because, at least for me, when I get writer's block, that's it. I'm done the story. I can't write anymore. And literally, I'm blocked for all of eternity. Then one day, a little bit of inspiration will get in my head, and I will end up writing a new story. And then, once again, that'll get blocked. And eventually I sort of weave the ideas into each other together somehow, and I get a little bit more inspiration, and then once again it sort of drops out. So you end up getting this web, and this is sort of what I've had in Minecraft too, because it really carries over. Where I get an idea, I'm like, okay, well I want to build this project, so I go ahead and build it. And then I get done with that, and I'm like, crap, I don't know. You know, halfway through the project, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what I want to do. So I go off and do another project that's new. And then I sort of weave them in together. And then after that project, when I get writer's block again, or builder's block, I guess, kind of funny because it fits perfectly. I sort of am like, okay, well, now what? I guess I'll start a new world. And that doesn't work well because you're back at square one now. And the worst part is when you're doing YouTube is you don't have inspiration. So not only are you screwing yourself over because now you started over your world, but you also don't have inspiration in the new world to do anything. So I think the best thing to do in those cases is to get into creative and just build. Just build. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Yes, it's right over here. Nope, that's the wrong one. One diamond. And we have a diamond block. Okay. That means I need to go mining, I think. Do I have a music disc in here? Which one's this? Hold on. Music discs, jukebox. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna need to bring that guy down here. Unless it carries all the way. Which I don't know if it will. We'll see. Oh. Maybe. That's a loud jukebox. Holy cow. Anyways. So yeah, it's a long road, and it's a stop breaking blocks that don't belong. Okay, there you go. It's a long process, and I think it's something that I need to look into because I get it pretty often. Well, I guess not really all that often. I mean, maybe 5-6 times a year I'll get it. Oh, hi. What you doing? You're dead. Like I said, which technically isn't really all that often, but it's often enough for me to be kind of, I guess, annoyed with it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I can't stick to something and work with it. And so, for me, this channel has been that sort of, I guess, opportunity for me to say, hey, you know what? I am going to make videos, and I'm going to stick with it forever. And, my 2014 goal is to make a video every day. So consecutively, we're gonna have J Adventures be once a day, every day, and the hope is at the end to be on the 365th episode of J Adventures. And other series may come and go, but that's my goal, and I'm gonna try my best to keep to it. And we'll see how it goes. And I can't make this a goal, obviously, but certainly something that I want to be able to do is to make, also sort of add a caveat in there where it says to make every episode as interesting as I possibly can. But first of all, I want to work things one at a time. Once I can get 365 episodes down, maybe perhaps I can work on saying, okay, well, this year I'm going to make these as interesting as I possibly can. And maybe do some research with you guys and figure out what you guys like, what you guys don't like, and figure out what to do from there, which maybe you guys are saying right now, dang it, Jay, this is boring. What are you doing? Either way, I hope you guys enjoy our talks, because that's what I enjoy the best is, no matter what I'm doing here, I just like talking with you guys and getting some things off my mind, getting some things off my chest, and I think that's what helps me more than anything really kindle the fire, is when I can actually get things out of my mouth rather than what has been where I've been like sort of blocked and can't really unsure what to say to you guys and unsure how to present certain things. So certainly helps me, and I hope you guys have been enjoying, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy these next few episodes, because there's gonna be a lot of episodes. So even if I have to record ahead, I'm gonna, like I said, try my best to get episodes to you guys, and try and keep, and this sort of a side thing is try and keep things interesting, and try and keep my I guess juices flowing. But at any rate, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But until next time, happy mining and crafting.